my night owls. Today is voting day. If you are thinking about going out to vote, go and vote for whoever you want. If you're not going out to vote, go and vote because your vote does matter. It 100% does matter. So if you're thinking about not voting, go vote. It will make a big difference. Tell me who you guys are gonna vote for. Hillary or Donald Trump? If so, why? Why are you gonna vote for Hillary? Or why are you gonna vote for Donald Trump? Or why aren't you gonna vote for Hillary? Or why aren't you gonna vote for Donald Trump? Tell me. I might go for Hillary.
What do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. Look at my African American over here.
Trump management was charged with discriminating against African Americans and breaking federal law.
I have a great relationship with the blacks. I've always had a great relationship with the blacks.
What the hell do you have to lose?
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Should the woman be punished for having an abortion?
There has to be some form of punishment.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10.
Planned Parenthood should absolutely be defunded.
They said, how are you going to change the pageant? And I said, I'm going to get the bathing suits to be smaller and the heels to be higher.
You wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful.
How do you ban abortion? How do you actually do it?
Well, you know, you'll go back to a position like they had where people will perhaps go to illegal places.
Yeah.
But you have to ban it.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
In times of crisis, America depends on steady leadership.
Knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously.
Clear thinking.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me.
And calm judgment.
And you can tell them to go themselves.
Because all it takes is one wrong move.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
Just one.
I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. And you can tell them to go themselves. I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. When Mexico sends its people, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes. Blood coming out of her wherever.
You gotta see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember.
Our children and grandchildren will look back at this time, at the choices we are about to make, the goals we will strive for, the principles we will live by, and we need to make sure that they can be proud of us. I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Little kids are freaking watching. Oh my God.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. I'll use the word anchor baby. This is a country where we speak English, not Spanish. I will immediately terminate President Obama's illegal executive order on immigration. You're going to have a deportation force. We have to keep the families together.
But you're going to keep them
they have
together
to
out?
go. But they have to go.
What if they have no place to go?
We will work with them. They have to go. They're going to be deported. Look, we either have a country or we don't. We're building a wall. He's a Mexican. That wall will go up so fast, your head will spin. And you'll say, you know, he meant it.
No, I'm not flip-flopping.
Everything I say I'm going to do, folks, I do, okay? Believe me.
Like Donald Trump. Just because a lot of what he believes, we believe it.
They are some of the most powerful and dangerous dictators, and Donald Trump seems to be impressed.
You got to give him credit. He wiped out the uncle. He wiped out this one, that one. I mean, this guy doesn't play games. We would be so much better off if Gaddafi were in charge right now. Putin's been a very strong leader for Russia.
It also is a person that kills journalists, political opponents, and invades countries. And invades countries. Obviously, that it would be a concern, would it not?
He's running his country, and at least he's a leader, you know, unlike what we have in this country.
You said
When the students poured into Tiananmen Square, the Chinese government almost blew it. Then they were vicious, they were horrible, but they put it down with strength. That shows you the power of strength.
Saddam Hussein was a bad guy, right? You know what he did well? He killed terrorists. He did that so good.
So far, Donald Trump is rubbing me so wrong right now. But I'm still gonna watch his videos after this, so.
I want wealth to stay in America.
He is giving a huge tax cut to the wealthiest families.
The idea that cutting taxes on the very wealthy is going to trickle down is somehow going to help the middle class. We tried that under George W. Bush. We went from a budget surplus to a huge deficit.
Trump also reiterated his plan to cut corporate income taxes to 15%.
Lowering the rate to 15% is not designed to help that small business owner. It is a huge, huge tax break for the most well-off.
He wants to eliminate the estate tax.
What Mr. Trump proposed is a big give back, more for the higher income families who deduct at a higher tax rate.
I'm really a good businessman. I'm so good at business. Oh.
Trump steaks? You ever heard of Trump?
You know what? You know what? Take a look at Trump steaks.
Ruined. Whatever happened to Trump Airlines?
Trump Games, Trump Travel, Trump Ice.
Trump Magazine, which folded. Trump World Magazine, which also folded. And Trump Mortgage.
It's a great time to start a mortgage company.
Trump corporations have declared bankruptcy 4 times. Lenders to your companies lost billions of dollars.
I am the king of debt. I do love debt. I love debt. I love playing with it.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to I'm gonna move on to Trump now. Okay, here we go.
In Hillary Clinton's America, the system stays rigged against Americans. Syrian refugees flood in. Illegal immigrants convicted of committing crimes get to stay, collecting Social Security benefits, skipping the line. Our border open, it's more of the same, but worse. Donald Trump's America is secure. Terrorists and dangerous criminals kept out. The border secure. Our families safe. Change that makes America safe again. Donald Trump for president.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
The politicians can pretend it's something else, but Donald Trump calls it radical Islamic terrorism. That's why he's calling for a temporary shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until we can figure out what's going on. He'll quickly cut the head off ISIS and take their oil. And he'll stop illegal immigration by building a wall on our southern border that Mexico will pay for.
We will make America great again.
Speaking to wealthy donors, Hillary Clinton called tens of millions of Americans deplorable.
You could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
People like you, and you. Deplorable. You know what's deplorable? Hillary Clinton viciously demonizing hard-working people like you.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
next president faces daunting challenges in a dangerous world. Iran promoting terrorism, North Korea threatening, ISIS on the rise, Libya and North Africa in chaos. Hillary Clinton failed every single time as Secretary of State. Now she wants to be president. Hillary Clinton doesn't have the fortitude, strength, or stamina to lead in our world. She failed as Secretary of State. Don't let her fail us again.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Welcome to Philadelphia International Airport. You will find your baggage at carousel number 2. Local time is 7:31 p.m. Enjoy your stay in Philadelphia.
Well, a lot of people think of my father as a tough guy, and in many respects he is. Growing up, my brother, sister, and I had to really know what we were talking about before bringing him any kind of proposal. He may be a little less tough on his grandchildren right now, but it's that toughness that I want renegotiating trade deals with China and Mexico. It's that toughness that I want keeping me and my family and your family safe. My father will make an incredible president.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
The most important job any woman can have is being a mother, and it shouldn't mean taking a pay cut. I'm Ivanka Trump, a mother, a wife, and an entrepreneur. Donald Trump understands the needs of a modern workforce. My father will change outdated labor laws so that they support women and American families. He will provide tax credits for childcare, paid maternity leave, and dependent care savings accounts. This will allow women to support their families and further their careers.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
There's the Hillary standard, and then there's the standard for everybody else.
What's the Hillary standard?
Well, you're against same-sex marriage. Now you're for it. You defended President Obama's immigration policies. Now you say they're too harsh. You supported his trade deal dozens of times. You even called it the gold standard. Now, suddenly last week, you're against
Unfounded, inaccurate, mean-spirited attacks with no basis in truth. Reality.
We had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
I have been as straightforward and honest as I could be. I did not send or receive any information that was marked classified at the time.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information.
Will you say anything to get elected?
To all you night owls tomorrow. Good. Bye. Happy voting.